Hi, this is Sarah Mikesell, and today we're here with Kristin Bonham. She is the Vice President of North America with DSM. Thanks for being with us today, Kristin.
You're welcome. Thank you for being here with us.
Very good. And we're here at IPPE in Atlanta, and today you had a group of women in poultry together, is really the way to describe it. A lot of college-age kids mixed in with a lot of your team. So tell us a little bit about what you did today and why you did it.
Sure, and thanks for being here. One of the things that we talked about when we were pulling together the event is how important it is in supporting and developing talent as we look at the poultry industry, and it's really a need. And especially specifically as we look at the future generation of female talent and the unique really challenges and opportunities they face. And we have so many great talent within our organization. We thought what a great opportunity to provide them an opportunity with some of the insights of things we've learned along the way, some of the things that they can consider in their journey, and then really have a panel of some experts that we have, folks that are new in the role, to really give them some advice, practical advice, as they look to their careers and things that they can consider.
Very good. And one of the things that that was shared today is that the number of women in poultry is going up.
Yeah, it's so exciting. It's so exciting. Raj shared those stats, and it is very exciting to see the energy around that. And I think that's one of the things that we see that as very important. The numbers are rising, and what we want to make sure is that we also support that in a way as we are employers and have a large poultry business. How do we help those students that are leaving university become very successful and find all the different career possibilities they may have in a supportive manner? And that's what this breakfast was about today.
Very good. And Kristin, you offered some tips today. Share some of the highlights of the tips that you had offered to some of these young females in the audience.
Sure. It was really hard to hone down on some of those specific things, but I think number one is, really developing a network. It's interesting, we're still here, and so many of the folks have stayed after the breakfast. They're going to become lifelong friends and develop their network. I think another one that's a little bit more challenging, but is how to deal with difficult conversations. I think we all deal with difficult conversations, and I think they're going to present themselves. How do you really do that? I think another one is how can they look at their development and really develop an action plan around that. And then also a performance review is really important. How do they advocate for their self? Another one is really developing self-confidence in things that they have. And then another thing that's been really important, especially with COVID and changing work times, has really been personal resilience. That's one of the things that we're really focusing on as a company is well-being of our employees. And so just sharing some of the things personally that you can do to support your well-being so that you can be good for your family and then be good for your customers in your company as well.
Right. And there was a lot of good questions about working at home with kids. I mean, the team did a really nice job answering some of those questions, I thought.
Sure. Yeah, I think it's been a challenge for all of us. When I first got out of school, it was very different. It was everybody was in the office every day, but I think there was a lot of good discussion around, what are the boundaries? How can you set yourself up to have some boundaries, not be accessible all of the time, but really make sure, you're setting a space for yourself. You're making sure that you can map out some of the time, when am I most productive? For me personally, it's in the morning. How do I get my best work done in the morning? And then how do I manage that with a family? And a lot of really good discussions around, we are people too, so how do I have discussions with my employer about, I'm a person too, so how do I manage my family and the job and do a good job at both? Really sharing tips and tricks we learn along the way for that. It's important to do both.
Very good. Well, thank you so much, Kristin, for all the information today.
Yeah, thanks for the support and things you all are doing.
Very good. This is Sarah Mikesell with the Poultry Site.